Hey, how's it going, everyone? Stevie Mal, welcome in. Chad, welcome in. KY, I see you, Black Chameleon. How you doing, brother? All right, Mr. Bean, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Bell Admin, of course. Good to have you in. Supine, how you doing, girl? Welcome to the chat. A little bit of a late evening impromptu.
Would they change your clock again?
Yeah, they always. It's no, actually, it's like what 8 minutes slow. But right
Mine
now,
says 10:59 right now.
10:59. Well, mine says 5 till.
Okay, so
But
you're five
that's
minutes early.
no, that's the wall one. This one has
Oh,
it on
okay.
time.
Yeah, yeah. I thought
God,
that's the one you went by.
no, I go by the YouTube one.
Okay, yeah, because that's the computer clock checks the time like twice, three times a day. So
Exactly. So how is everyone this evening? It's been a fun day. I realize this how slow therapy is going to be going. Eh, sounds like you're eating something.
no, what gave you that idea?
Oh, I don't know. The Pac-Man chewing noise. Oh, fuck. I can't reach the drink.
Right there,
Oh,
Caesar salad.
well, how nice. Yeah, it's been that kind of an evening. God damn. And of course, everyone around is going to think I'm talking to them. Well,
Including your,
so,
including your new roommate.
yeah. God, I'm telling you. Right before this, finally, it took forever to get them to stop sending people in from other rooms to use the restroom and the shower in here. I'm all like saying, "Why the hell do you keep sending people in here?" I mean, how fix your plumbing issues. Oh, how nice! How nice! My grabber just flew off the table onto the ground. Yeah,
It grew wings of its own, huh?
it does. God does that all the time, especially when you're way up in the air. The only benefit of this hospital bed is it drops to the ground. I can reach things, but I have to lower it all the way down. So today was the first day that they actually took me down and tried to get me to stand up. I just don't have the strength to get out of the wheelchair. And then, of course, I was talking to some of the people working here, and great. Of course, it's just out of reach.
Of course, it's out of reach. Wouldn't do any good falling off the table if it wasn't out of reach.
I love the fact that shit will roll under the bed. It can go either side, and I'll be able to reach it. Instead, it goes under the bed. There's no way at that point to get it. But yeah, so what they did is took me down to one of those like even bars,
Okay,
and yeah,
okay, yeah, parallel bars.
right, and then I'm supposed to put my hands on it and then use my arm strength to lift me up and pivot on one foot. That didn't go out well. They were happy with it. Me, I was not. Jessica, welcome in. Good to see you. It was like you can't figure out how to go live anymore, Mr. Bean. Well, you can go live without a panel just by streaming, which is in your normal profile. You go to your channel and you can literally just stream and it will take you up on thing. Now, if you want to do a YouTube thing, or I mean a StreamYard, you got to log on to StreamYard, then go live. Just a little bit different. But that allows you to have panel members and show videos and things like that. So can you all hear the TV? Nothing I can do about it. Shit. Of course, the fucking ice.
Did he go live again?
Well, no, it's like I said. If you want to go live, then all you got to do is log on to StreamYard, which is real simple to do. You just put your email in, and it sends you a 6-digit code. Then you type that in, and then you can go live from there.
Yep.
That's one way to do it. Or like I said, you don't even have to. If you don't want to do that and you just want to go live, you can go live. And what will happen is you just won't have a panel or anything like that. You can just go live on from
You
straight
live by
from your
yourself, right?
right. And that's how that works. Finally got it to the point every time I start one of these, it shows up my the notice goes straight into what is it? YouTube. So it's already on my recommended page, so I don't have to wait for it to appear. You know.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So those went well. They're going to be doing this every single day. And then the doctor came and gave me the thumbs up. My recovery is actually going halfway decent. Well, then the easiest way to do it then is to just go into your studio and go hit the live button, and it will take you live. You don't have to have a panel or anything like that. It will just take you live straight. So therapy, like I said, is going slow but going well. At least that's what I was told today. Other than that, I've been like I said trying to do my little fundraiser. I'm in the process of setting up a GoFundMe and see if I can get help there with the car. Like I said, if anyone out there knows if anyone that has a car, they could loan us so we can get one, or they have one that's they're not using it that could sell for cheap. We can make payments or do whatever it takes. Because the guy that's driving my roommate around right now is kind of like indicated he doesn't want to drive us around anymore. Which makes sense. Nobody wants to be a taxi, I guess. Yeah, it is what it is. So now I'm waiting for the third fire thing to hit. I'm not sure where it will come from. Like I said, the bed, the car, probably. But I started getting your guys' supplies, and here's what I got. Okay, well, this is the funniest thing, I swear. They sent this huge box. And I thought it was the poster board at first. I really did. But all it was for this.
So how huge was the box? You said huge
Uh,
box, 18, 24 inches, 30 inches? What?
no, I told you back then.
You just
It
said
was
huge box. That's all you said.
no, I did not. I told you it was bigger than a baseball bat and lengthwise. And then when you asked me what was in there, and this is what was
Oh,
actually in
bigger than a
there.
baseball bat. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
this little ruler was in there, boy. And
And
then
they,
now
they
you
could
know,
have stuck that in any box on a diagonal.
I know that's just some crazy shit. Why you would use a box that big for a ruler? But I guess kind of like explains why there's a shortage of wood.
Well, no one said you had to be a
Rocket
brain
science?
surgeon or have a fourth grade education in order to work there. You
No
stick
kidding.
you stick stuff in a box and you package it.
Oh wow, Sabine, there I am.
Maybe the guy was
I,
just trying to be a dick and said, "Yeah, fuck them. I'm putting
there was
every box he
yeah,
packed was 3 times oversized."
there was as you can see my wonderful room. I made him replace the light overhead. That was a procedure. Well, it's got a metal straight edge. Just need it to make the templates for the homeless cookers we're making. We got the other one.
Not
We
only the
got
templates, but to use it to cut the foam
right.
board.
Yeah, which is really cool because once like I said, we're still waiting for a few of the items to come, and I can start making them. And right out that door, as you saw behind me, I'll be able to put it out there and see about heating up the stuff with the temperature and find out if it's working and what's the best design to go with. But I think you're absolutely right, KY. I think adding 2 inches to the diameters and to cut it out that way is going to be perfect. You know, so that's going to be interesting to find out, and I'm looking forward to doing that. But she said tomorrow morning they'll be able to find out if they have if they can give me some poster board or whatever to use it for the template, so I don't have to wait until it comes in. We'll
Well,
find out. We'll definitely find out. Oh, so it's been between that and the tomorrow's gonna be a busy day too. Today they came and like I said, the doctor was very happy. He again is got the blood work back, and I'm not. I don't need. Well, apparently I'm not back on the quarantine list because I got a roommate now. Yeah. Although it's the funniest thing, his bed for some reason, the so-called new bed that was over there, when the guy first came in, the what is it, the maintenance guy, they had listed him as being in B. Well, I'm in B. I'm in bed B, not bed A. The guy just starts coming unmelted. He wanted me to literally, I'm not kidding you, move over to A.
yes, TV, they sell foam board at the 99-cent store. Buy some and drive it down to Bud, will you?
There you go. If
It's
anyone's in
cheap.
the area.
It's cheaper to buy it, and I used my Amazon Prime free shipping, so it didn't cost anything to ship it. So it doesn't make a difference that they sell it at the 99-cent store.
Well, that'd be cool, but no one I know can go 99 cents store.
But besides, I got
Where is it? Hold on.
10 20 by 30 sheets for 15.82. So
If anyone's in the area, there's where it is. That is the address to the place
all
I'm
we see is
staying.
your icon. We don't see any. There it is.
Yeah.
What are we looking at, Bud?
Well, no, if they really wanted to drive down. That's the address to where I was.
Where? What? You didn't. No one can see anything. All we saw was your icon.
No, it was scrolling on the bottom. You just didn't see it.
Oh, oh, okay.
It was like you can see right now. I lost my car due to the fire. I had it scrolling, but it was. I don't even want to bring anything down. I'm hoping they have the poster board there. One of the nurses had gone down and literally had told me that they did.
I like
She
it when
thought
the nurses go down.
so. Oh shoot! I'm sorry, Belle. My bad. Okay, I always seem to forget to do that. There you go, Belle. D. Johns, good to see you. There you guys go. In case anyone wanted to come up, there's the link. Sorry about that, Belle. Yeah, Stevie, if you want to come up, or D Johns, if you want to come up. Like I said, rehab went really good today, according to them. I really, really was hoping to be able to get up. Now, I did use a slide board today. I
Oh,
really, I really did. The slide board
uh-oh.
is.
There goes the neighborhood.
Hey,
Oh
Mr.
yeah.
B.
Oh, you call me George. It's okay.
Hey, it's all right, George. The slide board works. But the only problem with the slide board is you got to remove the side of the wheelchair, and the one I have, the one that they were, because someone took the one that belonged in the room. I don't know where it went. The one I have is kind of like shady at best. It's broke, so they have a lot of problem taking the one side out in order to use the slide board. But
Well, face the wheelchair the other way and use the other side.
yeah, they tried that.
Oh, oh
It
God, there
was.
goes that Stevie
Oh
Mao
no,
now.
Stevie Mao, the Mao 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 Mao. How you doing, brother? It's been a while, Stevie. So how you been doing? I saw your plant. Holy shit!
Oh, you
What?
saw that, huh?
Oh my
Yeah, that
god,
cook
that
that
was.
oven. Yeah, that solar oven. And
Yeah,
that
that was
plant
out my window.
and that plant.
Yeah, I got a couple more on the other side of the house.
Wow.
I'm just worried about them getting stolen and my neighbors
Yeah.
complaining, stuff like that.
Worst
Yeah,
part about the
what
complaint.
what it is, your neighbors will steal it and then they'll complain that somebody was in there walking in their yard.
And the
Well,
first
I
thing
got
I'm.
Mormons on one side of me and geriatrics
Oh,
on the other side, so it's gonna be the gardeners who steal it, or
Yeah.
the golfer. The golfer might walk by
the
and smell it.
golfer might. Yeah, but the snow is what's going to give it away. Not a whole lot
Yeah,
you can do about that.
so I'm still good for a couple months until they start getting really
Yeah.
stinky.
Yeah. Once they start flowering, it's on.
Oh, but I made a note to talk to you about something
Oh, cool.
because
You
remember
were
the
gonna.
other day you're like, why should we preheat our ovens? They're just PG&E. You're trying to make us spend more money, right?
Well, that was that YouTube special. Some girl came on and said,
Yeah, I don't
actually,
know. But anyways, there's two good reasons to do it. And being a being a amateur chef, which I don't cook for anybody but me really, but I'm an amateur chef for myself. But the two reasons that you preheat it is because otherwise it's in like a toaster oven where it's just getting radiated, right?
I'm gonna hit
Until
the
you
wrong
get the
one.
heat. And then it starts kicking on and off. So if you cover it and stop it from getting like toasted, that's okay. And the second reason is because most recipes have a time. And so if you were to stick it in there like early, you'd get it done sooner, but you'd have to adjust your time because it's heating up as the oven's
well,
heating up,
yeah, but
kind of
you
a
really
thing.
don't use your time. You don't. Time is not the way
Some
you cook.
some people do. Some people follow it
You,
exactly. I don't do that. I get in there and poke
well,
and
yeah, I
look.
know, but even yeah, you have to use a thermometer for an internal temperature of whatever you're cooking, especially if it's meat. Pork, for example, you some ovens will cook it at 35 minutes, others will be 40. So the only safe way to really do it is to take a meat thermometer and stick it in there, usually
Yeah.
at two different places to see what the internal temperature of the meat is at the time. But yeah, no, I was just listening to this lady on YouTube go that it's a conspiracy. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, now, mind you, food that you just have to warm up, it really doesn't. Still even then, I would let it heat up. I wouldn't. You're right about that, though. I would
Yeah.
never put my food in before it was heated up to the temperature which you're supposed to cook it.
Well,
Let's
I
see how
actually
you
do
eat
that.
that hospital food, bud.
I just make sure it's got like a foil cover so it
Yeah,
doesn't burn
hospital.
the cheese on top or something on the
Thank
casserole
you.
early.
Wait, where did George go?
He
Uh,
dropped.
Did he say he
yeah,
had to go or?
No, he
I,
might have hit the wrong button like we do.
Yeah, we do that. I do that.
So,
I'm
Bud, if you get tired at looking at my avatar, then you got to give me that login for you again that I forgot.
yes, I gotta give you the
Because I
damn it.
yeah, dude, just message it to me or something so I can log in
Okay,
again, and
I
then
gotta
that
go
way I
back.
don't have because I'm stuck with this one. I can't change it.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, if I try to change it, it says you must log in to
Fuck. Okay,
Sea
well,
Nerd.
I had to. That's okay because I had to redo everyone anyway for some odd fuck reason.
Yeah,
And
you don't have
even
to do
though
it
they
now or anything, but when you get tired of looking at my Hong Kong
all
skyline,
tired.
I don't know. I wish I wouldn't have ended up with that one. Why couldn't? Why doesn't it just use my YouTube avatar? I don't know.
I have no idea. And what really annoys me about it is everyone was listed like I had set them up. I literally had to go back in and remove everyone and put them back in again.
Did
Huh.
you see that link Bell sent about checking
What's
to see
that?
if someone's blocked or not?
No, that's the only remote. I gave it to you. Yeah, I bet you one.
You did you get a new roommate, bud?
Yes.
Oh,
I bought
sounded
him.
like it.
I bought him a wood ruler with a metal hard edge for when he cuts the foam board,
Okay.
and then
Yeah, you have to have a. Yeah, that's
the
pretty good
plastic
because you
one
need
is
a.
for when he measures.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I told him
Ado.
if they have some uh, poster board, make out a couple of templates, cut the templates out, then just use the templates to trace the pieces.
Yeah. Great idea.
801. Welcome in, brother.
I'd probably even make the templates out of like hardboard or something like
I said
masonite.
poster board, eight
Yeah.
inch poster board.
Something you can't cut into too easy.
Yeah,
Something
but
like
I'm
the markets.
probably going to make a total of about 20 of them at most.
You get a little production line set up. That's cool.
Or at least cut all the pieces out.
Yeah.
How you gonna? Well, I don't know.
How am I going to what?
I was gonna say how you gonna glue everything together because you can't use hot glue in a in a
Well, we
No,
just
no,
no,
multi-bake
no,
oven. You
no,
gotta
because
no.
start
we're
off with a
going with
box.
because we're going with foam board. We've got Gorilla duct tape, and that way the seams are
Okay,
flexible, so we can fold it.
there you go.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah, no. Then Bell's going to be making the more sophisticated one with the bucks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm hopefully because they'll get me into the wheelchair once a day. I'll be able to go out and I'll be able to go out and in the wheelchair and put it out there and see how it works. And I'll do a live to show everyone because
Yeah,
it's gonna give me something to do. One and really, there's not a whole lot I can do with them until I get out of here. The one I
yeah. And
really wanted,
I've
the one
used
I
I've used some cookers, but all I did was take my sun shield tape out of my windshield and then put it in the back of my because I for work I drive a box truck because I got all these parts and stuff. And so I drive a box truck and then I open the back door and then I set it up like a half hour before lunch and whatever you focus it on, you make like a parabolic. Well, not it's only half a parabolic because it's only bends one way, but and then I just put my food like in something black, like a black liquor store bag or something for a half hour. And that worked great until the dogs started stealing it. So they could heat it
As a
up and
dog.
then smelt it. I go out there for lunch. I'm like, it's gonna be great. There's my Subway sandwich, meatball sandwich or
Chad,
something, and it's fucking gone. There's a black bag laying out in the field, and the dogs over there hiding.
what's up? No, I gave it to her to give to you. She didn't give it to you because I don't. Because I
But,
don't watch TV, so I.
but the solar ovens work a lot better. You can get a lot higher temperatures if you actually focus better, the light, and have something that retains the heat.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so the
What? Now we can't find the remote?
no, they always fuck around with shit like that. I gave the
That's their
nurse.
problem. You gave it to him. Now it's their problem.
I swear to God, when I first got here, it was the same way. She they gave me the remote that didn't work on my side of the room, and then remember that other guy, Bill, wanted it.
You could just buy like Fresnel lenses. You know what that is? It's like a giant magnifying glass, but they're not giant. I mean, they can be giant, but you can buy them cheap. They're like a foot and a half by a foot and a half or something. Fresnel lens. It's basically it's a little plastic sheet, but it works like a magnifying glass. But at the point where it focuses, which that's where you put the can, um, it gets really hot. It gets really, really hot. It gets like 900 degrees. It'll start fires.
Oh
So
my
it's probably not a
God,
good idea.
really?
Yeah, it'll start fires.
You got
Look up
fucking
look up Fresnel lens.
Graham came up with a really, really cool one. I mean, seriously, that I thought was just the shit ass bomb.
Nice.
Um, hold on, I'll show you a picture of it. I won't run the video because we're not going to make these. I mean, these are ridiculous. But I thought this is an actual oven version of that. And I was like, oh no. Now, mind you, I
Yeah.
have to do this. I have to. I have to make one for myself. But I mean, look at this thing, guys. Look at this motherfucker. I mean, come on now.
Oh
Look at
yeah,
that
yeah.
great goddamn thing. It's just impressive, isn't it? Look at that fucking thing. And now it's a mirror, of course, you see, because
Yeah. Yeah.
we're doing it gets up to 300 plus degrees. And you don't have to make it that big. You can make it smaller for one pan, but I'm like, oh, fuck that. If I'm going to make it, I'm going to make the one you're looking at. Just for me to have.
Yeah. And there's extra light. You could have a couple of like side panel things that fold out that focus the light in there too.
Yep.
The problem with that is the sun has to be just in the right spot.
Yeah, it does.
If the sun's straight above you, that mirror's not going to help you at all. If it's noon,
Well,
no.
also, it's hold on.
Not very portable.
No, and it definitely wouldn't work. It wouldn't work for. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work for what we're trying to do. And I'm trying to.
Right.
He is losing his ever loving fucking mind. I don't know if you can hear him, but
I like
it's
the poster board thing. The difficulty I see with making them out of poster board is trying to actually make it like an oven. If you just made a reflector box, that's fine. But if you try to make an oven, you can't really have Lexan, and
We're not
you have
making
to
it
have
out
a
of
piece of
poster board.
glass.
We're making the templates out of poster board.
right.
Okay.
I found foam board that has poster board on the outside,
Damn it!
Yeah. Did I
accordion.
say poster board? I meant foam board, but
Okay, well this is hard foam board with poster board on the outside, quarter inch of foam in the middle, and then poster board on the outside on the other side. That way
yeah,
it's strong, and yet it'll hold the heat in.
yeah, it'll hold the heat in. But if the top's open, the heat's just gonna go out. So you
Well,
actually need like a
Right.
piece of glass.
That's what the saran wrap is for.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
It'll let
like he
the
said,
yeah,
light through, but it'll hold the heat in.
if
yeah,
this ever
yeah.
loads on, I'll show you. Now, like I
I
said,
just read.
Bell's working on
I
a
think
more
the
unbelievable.
I
This
think
just
Saran
doesn't
wrap's
want
like
to
rated
load.
up to like
Come on, load.
300 degrees. If Saran wrap can take like 300 degrees, because then that would work. But I know it gets a little soggy, but you just have to put a new Saran wrap on each time.
Depending on what
About
you're
two
cooking,
months.
yeah, depending on what you're cooking. If you're cooking, something in a bowl or whatever, but if you aren't gonna get anything crispy using that method with the Saran wrap, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
But if they've got
Like I said,
pre-cooked
this
canned food, they just need to heat up.
come
Then that's
on.
hey, bud, I
This is
found those dimensions.
ridiculous.
But if you go
Sweet.
out on a sunny
Oh,
if you go out on a sunny day and just touch something that's like metal that's painted black,
Yep.
you can't put your hand on it. You know, at least here in California, that sucker's like
no, that
150, 160 years old.
Or chrome.
yeah, the burn the
Or
piss out of
chrome. Something
yourself.
gets
Now look,
chrome. I learned that first time I was in Texas. I got out in the morning. It was like 100 degrees. I put my window down on my 70 Mach 1. I rolled the window down and
Put your arm on the side.
I put my arm on top the chrome, on top the door. Oh my God, I burnt my arm.
now
Yeah.
here's the one I'm gonna. This is the one I'm gonna be making. This, if you look at it, it's just like I said, it's foldable, easy for the carry. It like you see, it opens on up,
Yeah, I
and then
like
you
it.
can put the real simple to make.
Now,
And
stop it right back up. Keep
well,
going
it's very
back,
hard for
back,
me to
back.
do with the signal. So what is it you're trying to show them? KY,
Right
what's the
here,
point
That's
of
buddy.
where you
backing
need
up?
a piece of glass. That won't work unless you have a piece of glass, or I guess Saran wrap would let the light through, but up to a certain temperature.
Different. He's showing different. Stop right after it says
I like that one. I like that one.
when it shows the
That's what I used
dimensions.
to.
When it shows
That's
the
what I
dimensions.
used to make with my windshield thing. I used to make a thing like that, and then
All right. When it shows the dimensions,
put
bud,
my
stop
sandwich
it.
in the black bag in the back corner, and
Okay, go ahead and play it till it shows the dimensions. Right there. Stop. 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 Stop.
Yeah,
There.
dude,
Okay.
what part of the internet is not working that quick?
Okay. You
I
got it.
can't just stop. Yeah, I know. It takes a second though for it to
I know.
respond to me.
Okay.
well, you
Now.
were a robot a minute ago, bud. So
Yeah, it's bad in here.
Okay. So take your pen and write this down.
Why? It's 2 inches.
Well, I converted it. This is all centimeters. So it's 21 centimeters.
you could make any size one you want.
I know, but this way we leave the proportions the same. The rectangle
Well,
is 25 centimeters long
Oh
by
shit.
21 tall, and the base of the triangle is 21. So triangle is 21 by 21, and the rectangle is 21 by 25 centimeters.
yeah, it's not that crucial of a measurement as long as
No,
most of the light gets reflected there. I don't think this guy's a physicist that made the video,
no,
but
but we
I
increased
mean, there's angles that could be a little bit better. But
we increased the
it's
size
just the
so you
basic
can get
shape.
more than a tiny little Tupperware in it.
Yeah, it's the basic shape that's the main thing.
Well,
Because
you
even
want
if light doesn't hit it, it bounces off the other side and then comes back and hits it.
well, the thing is, you want it to be portable so they can fold it up and put it in their
Right,
backpack
right.
or whatever. That's the
Yeah.
key.
Uh-huh.
And we're like I said, plus that if they were to break it or something, we could easily replace or because it's not
Yeah.
the initial cost is not that dramatic. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes with the food
Right.
box we're going to be passing out. So
And then,
Right. So are you gonna wrap it with foil like he does, or
yes,
you could use Mylar, which would be a little better, but it's a lot more expensive. I would do the foil myself.
yeah, we
But
already
if you
have
don't
the
need to, it
foil.
really nice.
You should have gotten the foil today,
just do it.
Bud. You should have got the foil today.
Yeah, I got in one box was the Gorilla Glue tape,
Jones.
the normal ruler, and the tinfoil.
I'm gonna have to spank that girl. Of course, she might like that.
Oh, sorry for laughing, but that was funny.
Yeah, so that is what we're working on.
Yeah, and
And there's
that would heat up like one little like a plate of food or a sandwich or a can of
right, which
can of food or something.
you know those little add water and throw it in the microwave dinners, which are usually the pastas. That's exactly what we're trying to do.
Pasta or mac and cheese. There's casseroles.
Mighty
Hmm.
Whitey's in here. Look at this.
Well,
Everyone say hi to
to
Mighty
add,
Whitey.
to add water to stuff, that's more like backpacker food, which I've done a lot of backpacking and
Yeah, there's
use.
dehydrated, but there's casseroles and things you can buy. This uh,
Oh yeah,
heat,
there's like
heat and
ham and
serve.
eggs. There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, there's all
Yeah,
kinds
heat
of
and
goodies.
serve, or add
He
water, heat and serve.
Uh
he
huh.
actually makes eggs in that thing that I made the fold one. His little
Yeah, if it,
concoct.
yeah, it'll get that hot. You can cook.
Although
You
we're
can
not
fry
gonna.
them.
I guess if they had access to eggs, we won't be able to pass out eggs to them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but what do they
where would
have
they keep
access
them?
to?
Where would
Because
they keep
those,
them cold, bud?
those those dinners that are like backpacker dinners, those are freaking expensive. That costs more than eating out. That costs more than going to a restaurant. From what I know.
Fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
Well,
backpacking
I don't know
dinners.
about more, but
But there
it's
are
not
all
like
kinds of foods
it's
now
not
that
like
are.
it's not cheap. That's all I know.
There are a lot of things that are just heat and serve. That come in a foil pouch.
Yeah, yeah.
You are now, Bean. Yeah, here on this one, it's no problem. I have no
Hey, Mighty
problem.
Whitey,
Mighty, you should come up, brother.
I don't think I've ever been up on a panel with Mighty.
Well,
Really? You should drop by Silver
well, why don't
sometime.
you ask Chad up too? Chad's here.
I
Yeah,
go to
Chad can
Silver's
come
all
on
the
up.
time.
So anyone can come up. Y'all can
No,
just come
we
on
would
up.
let Canadians up.
We do. We don't hold it
Hey,
against them.
bud,
Yeah.
you can change someone else's avatar, right?
No.
Or you can
Yeah,
change their name.
you
I
change
can
your
change your
name, yeah, but
name.
you can't change your avatar.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Glenn, good to see you, brother. I saw that video released, which, by the way, did not help. Unfortunately, I was pretty fucking excited with the video that Glenn released to show how to unblock someone. And I actually went out of my way to load on fucking YouTube onto my phone so I could follow Glenn's little example to see if I could remove Ginger from the block list, and it didn't do shit. These people are evil, just fucking evil. They made it so
Was
there's no.
was she on the block list? You just couldn't remove her, or
No,
she wasn't
she's
even
not.
on there?
No, she's not even on it.
Hmm.
But there's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Did
There's
you
no.
invite her, by the way?
Oh fuck!
You're gonna be on her shit list,
I
bud.
know. I'm a dead man. I'm gonna send her an invite right now through Messenger.
Oh, yesterday, there was like that sex thing that popped up in the chat.
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
me or whatever. I don't know if it was yesterday. My days run into each other, but and then I'm like, yeah, block them. I mean, you could like hide them, but then it's better to block them. I mean, it's better to report them. And then Bill said, go report them at their where they live. So I went there and tried that, and it didn't work because those people have they have no content. So
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
YouTube said they don't have any videos. What are you talking about? I'm like, well, I guess it's a chat thing that they're doing wrong. I didn't. I don't know. They did have a little text thing that you could enter something, but I didn't do it. But I could have said, yeah. Then They don't have content, but they go and spam and just look at their name. You can hardly say F on on YouTube, and it's in their name. How could you have F you in your name?
No kidding. No, see the way that is and it's been a while, but it's Stevie. Mow 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 mow. Stevie. Yep. See, so it's more. It's more than three. I think the standard is like 7 miles. And Glenn, welcome up, brother.
It's 8, bud. 8.
8. You're
Mow,
right.
mow, 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 mow. It's 8.
Forgive me.
I don't
I
know.
usually
I only have 6 fingers, so I can't count. I can't count that high.
How y'all doing?
Glenn, thank you for that information video you put out, brother.
How y'all doing?
I guess doing good. How are you doing?
Hey, Glenn.
Pretty good. Yeah. If you see, I was doing this on the cell phone. What I doing, and I was trying to help somebody else having the same issue, and where they couldn't type in the chat on their main account and their backup account, we create another backup on that, and they couldn't say nothing in the chat. And what done, I did that video kind of helpful and kind of showing how to do it.
Did it
And
fix
there
it?
might be, yeah, apparently did.
So who
And
had to
that
change?
girl,
Somebody had to change their name though, right? For it to
yeah.
work. Okay.
See, I can tell you how to do it on the cell phone, okay? And what you do, you can go to YouTube. You can hit that search bar, and you type their name in, or you can let's say you can get someone. Well, you can't. If they block you in the chat, you ain't gonna be able to see them. But that is the best way you can do it. To go in the search bar, and you can see that way. But there's another way I've been doing it. If you got Ginger phone number, she can text you her channel link, and you can click on that channel link. You automatically take you to her channel, and you can go on that top right hand corner on the three dots, and you should say, she blocking the chat. You should say unblock.
Well, I think it is a YouTube glitch because I have done everything, and now I finally just am reaching out to YouTube and telling them, or it's not YouTube, it's StreamYard, because it's in both. It's both YouTube and StreamYard.
Oh, she can't come up on StreamYard?
Okay. When I admin someone like KY, for example, he could see her in his YouTube, but he can't see her on StreamYard. Mine when he's admin up here.
Nope, only YouTube.
Right, I
Yeah,
can't see
that's
either one.
that's because it's your StreamYard, bud.
Yeah,
Because
well,
Right.
that,
No, I know.
well, I'm gonna tell you now. That it on both of them then, because I don't know what to do on that one.
Well, that's
And
what I said. I
if I
gotta
can
go through.
give me a little time, if I can find out why you do it, I might can help you.
All right,
But
thank you.
That's cool.
but I can't. I ain't gonna make no guarantees right now. But give
All
me
right, thanks,
time.
Glenn.
I'm learning about it.
Well, thank you for looking into that.
Oh, no problem.
We'll get
See
it figured
way
out eventually.
see what I learned like by playing around, and I had a couple of people here and there help me out, and I kind of hope that video like someone looking for a way like unblock somebody from like chat. Hopefully that video will help them. And I can tell you how if you got someone block coming on the string yard, I can tell you how you unblock them from the string yard side. And what you do, you go to where you write gas, and you should have a list who you got blocked. And beside their name should be an egg. You can hit that egg, and you should unblock them.
I'm about ready to commit suicide.
There's an orgy going on in Bud's room. I was like,
Jesus.
I don't know. Whenever women yell, I just think it's an orgy. My bad.
Hello, Mo.
Ooh, 801's gotta leave, everyone. Thank you for stopping in, 801.
801.
801's my
I can't see
801 is
chat
definitely my twin brother.
unless you guys mention it. I don't know who's in there.
Later, 801. Thanks for coming.
Gotta make an avatar
Hey,
for
bud.
801.
You better get well soon. You know why?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Hang on, guys.
I don't know. It sure takes a lot of people to figure out what they're doing.
Dude. Well, it's nothing I can do. I can't move around.
You could yell, "Shut up!" No, don't do that.
No. No. Yeah, I'm pretty well.
Something in private chat.
I want to
Right.
say
so-
hello, D. Johns, 801. I always say hello to Bill Evans,
Mr.
Mr.
B.
Bean.
Mr. Bean is George Ward, by the way.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Bean was the name of this dog.
Oh, I was gonna ask George about that because I heard somewhere today like he had to get rid of Mr. Bean because Mr. Bean
Bit him in the face.
got aggressive or something.
Yeah. Bit
I
him.
don't know about that. I
I'd
just kind
say
of saw that and was gonna ask him.
See,
Hey, KY, I just thought of something.
What's that?
Oh, there it is.
Do a little test. Since you on StreamYard, any way you can do the search where you at right now?
I couldn't understand what you were saying.
Since you on StreamYard, there any way you can search like who it is block that you can't see? Can you
Yeah, I
search their
saw
name?
that. I got that video.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I think it's more or less I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. It's weird as shit. She just it's kind of funny because I've never run into anyone else that has that issue. I mean, any other person I know, that especially Ginger, she's like my friend, a friend of ours. So why she would be completely wiped out of anything. Now, if I come in as
Block.
if I come in as
Yeah,
V for vets,
Uh,
then I can see her.
because you know you
uh,
never
did,
block her.
Yeah.
You
did,
never
No,
block
is
her
and
she, is she a mod?
no, I tried to mod her and I can't do it.
Oh.
because
I
he
tried to
can't
get,
see her.
and it doesn't matter. Even when I brought in an admin like KY or V for vets, neither I can't mod her because she's blocked from the channel completely. I don't know what the deal is. So I wrote off a little letter to StreamYard telling that was blocked, but I also did one for YouTube because I don't know who the fuck you get a hold of.
Well,
I,
you probably did the right thing, but thank, I, I'm trying to figure the way, no, kind of help y'all.
well, Glenn, if you can figure it out, that would be great. I don't know how long it will take either YouTube or StreamYard to respond to that question. I just
Yeah.
basically gave him her name and said she is for some reason blocked on my channel. I've tried unsubscribing and resubscribing to her. I tried clearing my entire block file in case it was for some reason hidden. No, nothing I do
Uh,
seems to matter.
all right, go to you, go, like when you invite people up, you should say, like whoever, you should have a like a block list, like when you bring people up.
Well, yeah, and I've also tried to make her an admin, on my channel here on Bud Grower, and it doesn't work. She's
Oh,
perfectly
okay,
fine. She's perfectly fine on B for Vets, which I can mod her, I can make her an admin, I can do whatever I want. But when it comes to Bud Grower, it's just like I don't know. It's
all right, I'll tell you what, if you mod, if you and her mod at another channel, y'all, next time that posting live, both y'all can go there, click on her avatar, and it should be a list come up, and go to channel one of them. Hit that, go, and automatically take you to the channel, and try it that way.
The problem is he can't see her. He can't see her to
no, I
click on
can't.
her. thing.
Oh, okay.
I
He
can't
can
see
see
her
her.
at all. I have to literally log on to V for Vets, or I need one of you guys out there to say hello, Ginger, for me to know she's actually. I wonder if her ears are burning, KY.
I don't know. We've said her name like 8 times.
Yeah, I'm surprised she hasn't popped up. She's probably sleeping.
Yeah, because I haven't heard from her.
It's like midnight there, right? Almost.
Hey,
Yeah,
KY.
10-2, yeah.
I'll tell you what. I want to do this, but I need Bud Grower to know he Gmail password so I can click on it and let me see what I can do from there.
Sounds like a plan. I mean, try whatever you
That
can.
if you want me to, and
Just give me
I ain't that
give me
type
your social
person. No,
security number, bud. Give me your social security number and your bank account. That's all I need.
Yes, exactly. And my PIN code for the bank transfer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot.
I don't. Like I said, it's all good. She when she like I said, she's not even responding right now. I sent her two messages, messenger, both the panel link and the regular link. So just keep an eye out for her, Bell, because if she comes in, I won't see her.
So yeah, I don't know if you're the only channel that
I
this happens with her, but I mean she could like respell her name and something. or make a new channel, even with the same name, and it would be a different channel, and then she could do it.
You think that
She'd
would
lose
work?
her subs. So she'd probably
No,
lose her subs though, and have to start over and tell everyone to switch. And
it's not
it'd be
worth
a pain
getting.
in the ass on her part.
Yeah, it would. It's not worth it. Not on Bud Grower. Now on V for Vets, she's whatever. It is what it is. She's okay on there, so I'm not really too stressing about that.
Yeah.
Now, so yay. Oh my god, it's been. I don't know. I don't, like I said, it's kind of ironic because Ginger was one of the first people I actually talked to when Bud Grower came on. I was lurking in all the rooms like SGV and then Furry and Ice Cold, and I didn't say anything to anyone. Now, I ran into Bell Admin, and believe it or not, there was somebody else. I won't even bring up their name because I don't like them now. But Bell Admin, this person, and Ginger Snaps. I met her on Brian and NNE's channel, and I remember her talking about coming to see her show, so I subscribed to her and got the notice. You know,
If I'm
Can she,
mistaken, I did one video when doing a live stream before I went live, and I showed what my block list on StreamYard looked like, and if I need to, I can redo another live stream, do a recording on it, and kind of help on
but
that part if anybody looking for some help on it.
yeah, but like for a lot of people like me, where I'm a mod on a lot of channels, then I can't have anybody blocked. Otherwise, I can't see them like pop up there and do their shit. You know, because I had blocked a whole bunch of people before I was modded very much. And once you're a mod, you really can't block people, or otherwise they could type stuff in some channel you're modding and you don't even see it. So I unblocked everybody, everything.
oh, there you go.
No- Nobody's blocked. I had to get rid of all that.
Well, what I'm gonna do, I want to see what I can do, figure out to help y'all, and if I can figure out how to do it, and I try, I'll try to help y'all out on it. Okay?
That'd be great, Glenn. But I just, like I said, I
Thank you,
don't.
Glenn.
I think at this point it's more or less what you, which is kind of funny because we're not just talking about YouTube. We're talking about StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure how that actually came about, but I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, the thing about it, that one thing I know. See, I've been around about 4 years now, and
I
in a
would
lot of
guess.
the
I would guess. I would
communities,
guess
and
like 50.
yeah. And thing about it, one thing I noticed when that happened, I figured that part out. A lot of times when that happened, and nobody didn't block that person, and y'all didn't do it. And sometimes that is on YouTube and on StreamYards. It's something that they do.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think it's something they did. I don't know why. It'd be
Yeah,
interesting to see if they
Streamers is
respond.
like linked. Streamers has a link to where if you block somebody on YouTube, they're automatically blocked on StreamYard. But that link is what's messing you up. And then the people at YouTube don't know about it, because my best buddy, his girlfriend works, and that's what she watches. When people put complaints about YouTube, that's her job, is to watch videos and figure out who to send it to, or
Yeah,
cancel it or
only
whatever.
answer Bill, only
She
answer
works
Bill,
for
Bill
YouTube.
Evans' question. Yeah, Bill,
Yeah,
I'm
she works
outside.
for you. She
I'm
works for
surprised y'all
YouTube.
ain't, I'm shocked y'all ain't using that gas rig going right now.
Anyways, I know people that work for YouTube. I live not that far from YouTube headquarters,
Really?
and I know people.
Well,
Yeah, I have relatives, and my best friend's wife works there, and I've asked them about it, and they don't know. They don't know the link with StreamYard is the thing. Their job's for YouTube, and they know a lot about YouTube, but as soon as StreamYard gets involved, they don't really know what's going on. They blame it on. I think it's a StreamYard problem, but I don't know.
well, that thing, that's what they do to have to stay on time. One side say one, the other side clap, and the other side saying they ain't dealing with the other bullshit. No, pardon my language.
Yeah.
Well, to my opinion, they need to come together and figure that out. Who is it doing that? And they need to get on to them and tell them, hey, that happened again. They need to follow.
Yeah, if it was a perfect world, that's the way it would work. But
Yeah, no
it's
shit.
kind of like working on a job site with. It's like, why is this wall crooked? And you ask the drywall guy. He's like, I just put up the drywall. I didn't build the wall. He asked the framer, and he's like, no, it was straight. And then someone ends up blaming the electrician or the plumber or something. Everybody just blames everybody else, and they don't know.
Exactly.
It's just a we don't know. It's not our fault. It's not our fault, is what everybody says. It's not our fault.
Okay,
But
so
it's somebody's fault.
you're at the
Then
construction
what I
site.
look at.
Hold on. What?
You're at the construction site, Stevie, and the subcontractor comes up to you because you're the site manager. He says, "Hey, boss, this blueprint says to hang the ceiling 4 feet down from the ceiling." No, that can't be right. It's supposed to be 8 feet from the floor. He said, "That's not what the blueprint. The blueprint says 4 feet from the ceiling down." It's in the conference room. Why would you do that? He said, "I don't know, but that's what the blueprint says." He said, "Well, I'll send for information from the architect."
Yeah, it's like, whose fault is it that the wall didn't get built 12 feet? Is it the
Good
guy who
night,
put in the
George.
ceiling? Is it the guy who built the
Hang
wall?
on.
Is it the guy who
Good
built the
night,
floor?
George. Thank you for stopping in.
They called the
Somebody
architect.
fucked
The
up.
says, "I don't make mistakes. Follow the blueprint." So they do. He said, I'm requesting this in writing just to make sure. He said, "Of course, but I don't make mistakes." So he sends a request for information. They send them back, verifying that follow the blueprint. So they
No, KY.
So they hang the ceiling 4 feet down?
Or 4 feet down, like he said,
Yeah.
on a 10-foot ceiling, right?
Oh, shit. So it's like 6 feet.
No, KY, I agree with you, Dave. You see,
Exactly. Everybody points at everybody else.
So the next Monday, this is on like a Thursday, they get the ceilings all hung, and the electricians are hanging the lights. And Monday, the building owner comes in, and they're everything's going good. They get to the third floor where this big conference room is. What the hell is this? He says, "That's what the blueprint says." And they pull out the blueprint. It says right here, 4 feet down from the ceiling.
Yep.
He said, "Don't you have any brains?" He said, "Did you call him?" He said, "Right here." Here's the recording of his voice. They recorded it. Yep. Do it according to the blueprints. I don't make mistakes. And here it is in writing. I don't make mistakes. Follow the blueprint.
I don't make mistakes.
The owner said, "Hell no." It's supposed to be standard.
In the construction industry, we run into that so much.
That's why the guy was the project manager asked for verification.
Hey, amazing audience, welcome in, brother.
Guess who ate that cost? The architect.
See, thing about it, KY.
Architect got to pay for that one.
Yeah,
I got my own company. Okay. And right now, see, I slowed down my work. But if I got to, I'll bring in somebody, help me out on a job I need help on, with weeding, cutting grass, or building homes, whatever. And if one of my customers ain't happy, and I know I ain't made, it ain't me make the mistake, and what I do, I go to the workers that I tell them, hey, we're gonna have a meeting, and I want to get bottom to what's going on. And you hear what's going on, and I tell them what it is. And one more time, I will find out who's messing up. If I warn you one more time, I ain't gonna warn you one more time. On last warning, I will fire you. And that's how you solve your problem with workers.
Amazing. Do you? Yeah. No, put a one in chat. Do you have my? Do you have my? Do you have my email? Because I wanted to reach out and talk to you about us probably, maybe even sponsoring you to in that area that you were feeding the homeless. Now we chip in a few and have you go out and pass out sandwiches to the homeless people out there.
Hey,
That's if you're
KY.
interested.
Yeah, what's up?
I did a job where I remodeled the kitchen, and it was like it was for a senator, right? A local
Okay.
senator. Well, he's a DC senator, right? But they got money. They got a big thing, right? They got a big house. They got a big everything, and we changed walls and we did all this stuff. But in their kitchen, they wanted to be able. They had this huge cooktop surface that was like you can do steaks here, you can fry eggs there, you can cook you could. It was like a restaurant basically. And so there was this big giant hood. It was $18,000 hood, and it was made out of copper, right? So we had to
Okay.
wear white gloves so we don't tarnish it and all this stuff.
Right.
And we put it up there, and then she tried to cook. She tried to cook some steaks, and her house filled up with smoke. And she's like, "What the hell's going on?" And then so we talked to our heating and air guy who actually ran ducts up through the roof, and he only put one, and there's supposed to be two 10-inch runs, right? So then he runs a whole separate duct for the other fan up through the roof, so it's exactly the way it's supposed to be. So she starts cooking steaks again, and her house fills up with smoke again. And so we had this big meeting with Venta Hood. The plumber was there. I was there. There was lots of people there, and
Hey,
they
I gotta
decided
jump out. Thank you, let me
the
everybody hit
all
that
right,
like,
Glenn.
share, and subscribe. And
All right,
but
Glenn. Good to see you,
KY,
brother.
good to see you too. And KY, I'll try to find something out.
Right
See
back,
what I
guys.
can do. And if
All
I
right.
can,
Thank you.
you know, if I figure it out, I'll call you. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
Glenn. Thanks.
Be careful.
So, anyway,
You work.
anyways, KY.
Big meeting.
So
Okay.
so this whole big meeting of everybody. There's the Venahood people. Everybody's in suits, right? And I'm not because I'm a worker guy, and everyone's wearing suits and all this stuff. And they determined they got out laser levels and stuff, and they determined the house is full of smoke because the hood needs to move 1 inch over. It's not exactly centered. So it needs to move 1 inch over. And this is a big hood. This 10 feet by 6 foot hood, it's fucking
Now,
huge.
why
And it's
should be
on an
1 inch
island.
over? That should.
And I'm
1 inch
going, one
shouldn't
inch
make a
isn't going to
difference.
make any bit of difference.
Nope.
It's not going to
Nope.
make any difference at all. 1 inch. I said the cooktops are well under it. I said your problem is you're not letting any fresh air into the house. So this thing can't pull any air out. You have to open a door. You got to open windows. You got to do something. You got to let however much
If,
air you want to push out,
if your air
you
is
have to let
all,
in.
if your air input from the outside is all sealed, the fans
Yeah,
aren't going to be able to draw any air.
right. Because we put in new windows for them, and they're like airtight, and their doors are weather stripped,
Everything's
and all this
airtight.
stuff.
No
And I'm like,
leaks.
you have to. I'm like, do you ever go to a restaurant? There's a screen door on the back, and as soon as they fire up their hoods, they have to open that back door to let the air in. You know, otherwise they're not going to suck out any air. And these guys are like, no, 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 no.
Hang on.
And I'm
I
like,
got.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so we turned it on, right? And so I cracked the window that's like over the sink, and it's like blowing in so hard. I'm like, the wind's coming the other way. That's not the wind. That's
The
this thing
draw.
choking for air.
That's the
Hey,
draw from the fans.
Yeah.
check it out, KY.
So
Josh
at
came
the
through.
end,
Hold
at
on
the
one sec.
end, she never believed me. She never believed some. She believed the vet, and we did move it 1 inch. We did, and we had to get the guy to just to move it 1 inch,
We found one. It's only $1,500
and
bucks.
it didn't work. Oh, you got a car?
Well, now I
Nice.
found one at a reasonable price. Now we just gotta, here it is. It works. It's roadworthy. It's perfect for us, and it's only 1,500. So we're
What's the
we
mileage?
well again
Two
the
hundred and
mileage
fifty.
is right there. The odometer is 115,000. But you're looking at
That's that,
1,500 roadworthy,
that's a
and it
good
will.
price.
Yeah, it is, and we're not looking for anything amazingly special. We need a car for him to get to point A to point B, which is his work. We just don't have the 1,500. That would
All
work
right.
perfect.
Make sure you get a Carfax on that.
Yes, he ran the Carfax. Actually, it was again Josh came through with this. It's a friend of his. So we have a good lead on a car now. We just gotta come up with a way to get it. But that's a good price. All the stuff we've been looking at is a couple $1,000s, and it just was like completely out of reach. But at this 1,500 and at 115, the other cars we were looking at is 179, 180,000 miles, and they were like
Yeah,
$3,000, $4,000 a car. Cause
it's a good idea before you actually give the guy the money. Just bring it to a shop and have him give it like a once over. Just I don't know, because
no, I agree with you.
it could be needing a bunch of stuff.
What if
Just
it needs
small
a
stuff, but
motor
it
in,
adds
in,
up.
in 300 miles?
Yeah, so we'll do
Yeah.
that. But this looks like if I can come up with the money, I think that would be a good one to get, and then it would
Does it
solve our
leak
problem
2 quarts
anyway.
of oil out a week? I don't know.
No,
That kind of stuff, you need to know.
Exactly.
no, we're checking on it right now. But like I said, that comes out. Where is it just an older car and they just want to get rid of it? $1,500 is a lot more obtainable than the 3,000, 4,000 we were looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, we don't need anything special. We just need a car that gets from point A to point B. It takes me to my doctors and takes me to work. We don't go anywhere. We don't put a lot of mileage on our cars. One, that we get cheaper insurance for not doing that, which because it's the best way to go. But anyway, there it is. Amazing. It's bud.grower@yahoo.com. You get a hold of me. I'll give you my number or something. Or unless you want to come up on panel, or you can always get a hold of me through any one of the members up here on the board. The Mau Mau, or especially KY. KY has all my digits, and we can maybe talk because, like I said, we want to be able to do a few more things before I get out of this hospital, and then it's going to take at least a couple months of physical therapy for me to be able to actually come to a point where I can walk any at all. I am not, they're talking about 10 to 14 days just to get me where I can bear enough weight on my legs to get me up and then to pivot into a wheelchair. That's just I guess I should accept the fact that I haven't really been walking in months, so that's going to happen to your legs, but and I'm happy with what I accomplished today. I really am. I used the slide board by myself, but I did manage to lift about 2 inches off the chair, which is the majority of my weight was on that leg, and I still managed to do it. It was hard. I'm not gonna lie, but I figured if I do this on a daily basis, I'll be up and running. Well, I'll be up anyway. I don't know about running.
Maybe not running. Yeah.
No, but I'm not. I refuse not. I told him I won't sit around, guys. I won't do it. I'm not going to end up in a wheelchair the rest of my life with no ability to get up and walk at all. I was walking before I went into this situation. I intend to walk when I leave this situation. So that's it. Go ahead.
I solved the problem with the dimensions. The foam board is 20 by 30. We're going to make the triangle 10 by 10 and the square 10 by 10.
There you go.
Everything's 10 by 10. 3 slices, 30 inches long, 2 slices high, 20 inches wide. You'll be able to get two full sections, one full
You're up,
furnace
Mr.
out of each
Amazing.
foam board.
Oh God, thanks. How's everybody doing?
Hey, good, man. Good to see you, my brother.
I'm so glad. Thank you. Good to talk to you guys. Good to see you too. Turn on your
Man.
camera so I can see you. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'll turn on my camera, brother. I got my ugly mug of a face.
Was that you?
damn, where's the
Who was
beard,
saying they
bud?
were in a wheelchair, man? Or who was that saying they needed the physical therapy?
Me.
You?
That's him, Bud.
Dang, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right.
Yeah. Well,
When I first went in, they were talking about me losing my foot, and then they were talking about losing my leg, and now I have a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just I haven't walked or used my legs for about 2 months, so
dang.
you know they're not doing all that well right now. But they X-rayed them. They don't need to do an operation to loosen up the muscles. They just need me to start using them.
Oh,
Now,
good.
yeah, science is painful, but all physical therapy is painful.
Yeah, I'm going through a lot of that myself right now too. I lost a lot of muscle mass, I think, and just got weak, and it's just painful. There's a lot of pain involved. So, but after I broke my back, my pain is better than it used to be.
Well, that's good to hear.
So, Bud, I got a question.
Yes.
Who shaved your beard?
The nurse in
Girls?
here.
Nice.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
Michelle got him to do it, and she went ahead and told him just to do it because they wanted to charge me $12.
Dang.
But
Should I send her the $200?
no, dude. Yeah,
Guys
it's
are
like
so funny.
I swear you grew it back in like 3 days after that.
Well, now Michelle shaves my I get a shave like every third or fourth day
There
when
you go.
she's on. 2 times every time she said, "Yeah." I asked her to do that because, like I said, I just I want to keep it. I don't need a beard right now. Not in the hospital. Matter of fact, I like not having a beard.
I bet.
Now the hair is a different story. They won't do that
Yeah,
without
do that.
charging me for that, but that's all right. Yeah.
At my motel, the police did a weird thing the other day, man. They helped the landlord violate the law, and I'm starting an investigation about that.
Well, you go, brother. You come here and show your videos if you want.
Yeah, man, it was pretty crazy, and I was scared, man. They came in here into my room, where at least I thought I'd be safe, from them. But yeah, I would be more than happy to go out and feed the homeless. I'm going to be moving out of here at the end of the month, and I'll be able to help feed people full time, basically. Everything else going on.
That would be great. And you, like I said, the email is bud.com. Or actually, you know what? Look in private chat, and I'm going to put my number out there for you, brother.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, God, this hurts.
Yeah, it makes me feel good. I gave out some cigarettes today, and I don't know. It just seems like the right thing to do. The other day, the girl said the saddest thing a couple of days ago. She goes, "Thanks for treating us like humans."
Hang on, that's my roommate. We're pretty excited about finding this car, dude.
Yeah, that's the problem with with being homeless is people just look right past you.
It's
You turn
true.
invisible. I mean, they
Yep.
see you enough to complain about you, but they don't see you to help you. You know.
Yeah, and I feel like they never see me. There's always like this projectionism going on to where they're seeing some core belief of theirs, not me. They think I
Yeah.
use drugs or something, and they just think so many things that are untrue about me. I've been homeless for 8 years, but this last year I was in a motel and it's thrown out. The government doesn't have any more money to pay for it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm going to be out there in the streets anyways, and I'll have time to do it and nowhere else to go. So, it'd be a good time to start feeding the people.
Yeah. And help yourself too.
Yeah,
You got to
I
put
do.
yourself
I don't
first,
die, man.
and then help others.
I get a lot of
That'd be-
reward out of helping people.
Yeah. But you also got to keep yourself well fed and
Yeah,
in a semi-safe place, or as safe as it can be place.
that's true. I'm getting older, man. I don't like sleeping outside, and sometimes people come up on you and they want to fight and stuff. They're drunk or whatever. They don't like you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to be unhoused anymore. Which is funny because, like, at the beginning of this government assistance, I was saying I didn't like being in the room, so that it grew on me.
Where are you at?
I'm in Denver.
I couldn't hear it. I'm in.
Delaware or Denver? I heard DE.
I couldn't
Something.
hear it. I'm in. All I heard is I'm in.
I heard I'm in debt. That's all I heard.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Can now?
Yeah,
We
I can
couldn't
hear
hear
you
what
now.
you said.
I was trying to save your phone number. Sorry, I guess the audio wasn't working very good. But yeah, I'm in the city called Wheat Ridge, Colorado, and it's in the Denver metro area.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of need, man. And the fentanyl thing, if you guys want to bring a light to that, there's like a lot. This fentanyl is killing the young people in this country, man. It's weird. I mean, it's so messed up. We need to try to do whatever we can about that.
I agree 100%, but I don't know what to do about it.
That's what it is.
Well, we can make videos and bring awareness to it.
Yes.
I'm back.
They got to have the willpower not to take every new drug that comes out. That's
What
the
the
problem.
When I was a kid, man, we knew not to use fentanyl, man. That shit would kill you. And now kids are dying from it. It's sad.
It is sad. It's really sad.
Well, it's all part of the, they kill our people, man. That's what they do. We need to try to fight it, in any way we can till we die. Or they do.
Oh.
I love coming into the streams, though, because it's always so chill.
Well, we try. We really do. And like I said, today's been a pretty good day. I got a good day of therapy and good news on the car, because it's so much harder to ask for help with the car when it's $4,000 to $5,000 and you don't even have a picture of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's getting there. I'm just got to keep, like I said, positive. And then I have been trying so hard to get a hold of you. I was so happy to see you because
I'm so happy to hear you had a good day.
Yeah, there you go. Want to go out there and like me and KY have been talking and help the homeless, and you've done so. Like I said, I appreciate your attitude about helping them.
Yeah, I don't get to do it as much as I'd like to. That's the truth.
Well, and the wonderful thing is, because I brought up this over and over again, I'm looking for someone to go out there, pass the food out, not put up their personal PayPal, not put up their personal links, and make more money than was spent on handing them out. And I don't seem to be getting anyone that wanted to do it.
Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised, because people, by and large, you don't like the homeless.
But then there was you. So this would be something that would excite us, be for vets, and we get
It
to.
excites me. I want to do it for sure.
There you go. Because,
I
like I
can't
said,
wait.
amazing. Go out there and we can all do something very positive and loving and caring for a bunch of people that could really use that. And because
Yeah.
we haven't been pushing the PayPal links or anything because we can't go out and do anything with it, really,
Oh,
honestly.
right.
So now what me and KY we're doing along with Bell is producing these little burners and trying to do a food. And I've already talked to some doctors and stuff about getting bandages for the and when I'm up, Sharon is again, I keep talking to her. She's all ready to go. Gonna have her come on the show and talk a little. Then we're gonna go out, and when we go out, we're gonna fix up and any wounds they have out there, pass out the food,
Yeah.
with the cards that KY has spent so much time making.
I'll try to
So
find all the vets in Denver, man, and go give them some food and
well,
stuff. The ones that are on the street. You know what I mean?
remember, brother, it's not if you can't. Don't worry about so much. The event that we'll sponsor with you will be feed the homeless. So it doesn't really
Okay.
matter. It would be nice if it was vets, but we have beaver vets like KY, and will tell you we're about helping the homeless. We
Yeah,
we
I'm
we
not picky about
specialize in this.
it.
Right, right. We're not going to turn down
Our primary
homeless
goal is
people.
feed the vets. But
Right,
homeless are humans too.
Right?
exactly.
Okay, cool. I love it, man. I definitely love that. It's so inclusive. The world needs this right now.
Yes, and it'd be nice to that way. Like I said, that makes that's what calling was, or at least that's what we at our channel want to do. We want to get back out there. It's been long enough.
Yeah.
And then along with the health that the Escaram has had, he's been in and out of the hospital. KY's health and now mine being in the hospital is just it's slowed our efforts down. It hasn't stopped us,
Oh
and
man.
it's just made us more passionate about going out when we're healed.
Yeah, I know that. I know that feeling, man. Definitely. It's like your art, and you want to partake in it. That's how I feel about it.
So yeah, and that's what we've been doing really, just working on little projects and stuff while I'm in here. That and trying to keep myself, like I said, positive. I'm
Yeah.
trapped in here. If I was home, I could do
Mm.
so much more, like help my roommate with the card situation, other than sit here and try to do fundraiser and maybe because I can work, man. It's not a mental thing. I'm not meant. I
Yeah,
keep
he
telling
is. Yeah,
people,
he is.
no,
You guys are so funny.
no. I can work. I can go out there and work, and I want to work, and so once I'm able to, but my roommate Ridian's like, well, man, because he's been picking up the slack along with my buddies KY and them. I'd love to work. I mean, realistically, it's gonna be harder unless I find a home based job because believe it or not, I feel sorry for disabled people, man. I've learned a valuable lesson about the massive discrimination and the lack of hiring you because
Mhm.
if you're in a wheelchair, it's pretty pathetic to be honest with you because I'm not stupid.
Right.
I'm just, but they won't. No, given a choice,
Yeah.
they will not. They will not hire
There's like
you.
no shot to get the job, and then freaking the same guy would drive by you and yell for you to get a job. It's ridiculous. They put the hiring signs in the window, but then they don't call you back at all. You call them, they never call you. I mean, they're not hiring, is what it looks like. That's all I could say.
Which is not the case in California right now. Right now in California, it's be perfect for me. They're looking for a part-time help is really in need right now, especially in the food industry. It doesn't
Really.
matter what. Oh God, yes.
I guess I'm a
All the
degenerate or something. I need a job that'll hire like a degenerate or something.
well, if you don't have a problem,
Wanted a neat-looking degenerate.
if you don't have a problem working in a fast food restaurant and getting about $18 an hour, then you can get a job real easy. And we're in the area, most of California right now. They are massively shorthanded. There's been articles and news
Yeah.
has covered it. They're just hurting big time because these millennials do not want to go in and work at McDonald's. They'd rather
Yeah.
stay home.
Yeah, I have a 5-year-old kid, man, and I'm just trying to give him anything that I can do for him, man, right now. So, I'm doing all right, but I wish I was doing a lot more. So, um, that's why I would probably work a job like that at this point. You know what I mean?
Oh, I would. I'd work for anything basically right now. I mean, if I
That's sad
wasn't
though.
able to
Well, but
stand,
you're also getting disability, bud. So, but
well, yeah, but
it
part
doesn't
time,
cover all of his expenses, so he needs to
Yep.
make more.
Yep.
yeah, and then I wouldn't have to come out here and ask for try to figure out how to come up with $1,500 for a car because I mean, come on, I could
Yeah.
work.
Private.
I work. I don't care if it's cleaning bathrooms, sweeping parking lots, picking up trash. Fuck, dude, I'll do anything. I don't care. It's not a matter. It's self independence. And I'm able to do this stuff, but I can't walk. So
Yeah, it's almost like that can-do attitude just died. Like you said, the new generation doesn't want to work those jobs.
Oh. Okay, I'm back.
I like
he's
that
back.
can-do attitude.
The Mau is back. We almost
I
lost.
I never went anywhere. I sent you a link and KY a link to
It was
a
just
cooker
teasing.
thing.
Oh, look, I love it. He's out there looking for cookers for us.
All
You
right, well,
know
I'm going to
that
get
big.
off you guys the stream. I love you guys, and I'm going to sit in the chat for a minute on YouTube and give
Amazing.
you guys
Get a
some
hold
love.
of me.
Yeah,
You
you're welcome.
got my number, right? You got
I
my
think
number.
Anytime.
I sent you a PayPal a couple of minutes ago, but I'll call you later after you're not live.
All right, but you got my number, right?
I
The
did. I got it
50.
out of the
Oh,
chat,
good.
and I'll call you after you're not live anymore.
All right. Thank you,
Okay,
brother.
Just a minute here. Just a minute.
Yeah.
KY is going to flash you.
If
You
you get a
bet.
shot of that, if you get that QR code, that'll take you right to our Bud's email.
Great, I got it.
V for
Thank
Vets.
you.
V
Have
for
a good night,
Vets,
y'all.
yes. All right,
All right,
amazing.
amazing.
Thank you, brother, for
Take it
coming up.
easy. Have a good night, man.
And
So look at that little solar bag cooker thing
I
that I
will.
sent you
You said, how did you send it via the email?
by text. Text.
Oh shit! Can you send it to me via email?
I don't know. Maybe KY can get it and show it.
KY can.
It's an Amazon thing. But it's like a little bag that weighs nothing. And then it folds out and the inside's all reflective and you put your food in it.
KY, pull it up for us, would you, brother?
What?
The
Did you
text
send me
you
a
got
link or
from.
is it in private?
That link I sent
No,
it to
send me
Bell
that.
and you and
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Let me look. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I got Messenger on my computer, so I can do that.
okay. I could email it.
No. Messenger's fine. I have Messenger on my computer too. Because you don't have to have Facebook to get Messenger. I told Bell that. You don't.
Elle's pretty stubborn.
But these things, I don't know what they were, $42, but I don't know what you
Yeah.
guys are going to spend to make them, but the labor involved and stuff and the parts and
Well, Bud's sitting there in the hospital with nothing to do. So we spent $79 on supplies, and we'll get 40 of them. We'll get 40 of them for about.
Oh, I love that song.
yeah, and I'm sure like the link I sent you, I'm sure they got cheaper ones. I used to just use my window reflector thing. It's the same thing. You can just fold it into whatever shape and put your food in there. I don't know how much those cost. $6.
Oh my
Maybe
God,
they're more. I haven't bought them in a long time, but
we lost
probably
KY.
find some cheap ones.
He hit the wrong button.
But I like the concept where it's just portable and just a little bag. So you open it.
The one we're making will cost me dollars though. You know,
How much?
dollars. Not even that much. Yeah, it's that's why
$2.
Yeah, so that we can pass it out to them and not get in
Yeah,
trouble for passing them out at the same time. Hit that
right.
wrong button, did you, KY?
Well, if you can make one and get it to fold flat like that, to where they can stuff it in their bag
Hang
or
on.
whatever, as long as it could like go flat. That's the thing. They already have too much stuff they're carrying around, so you know it's not so much a weight thing; it's a bulk thing. How much room it takes up. But if it could fit, if it could fold flat, the one like the one you're talking about, that six-sided little thing that folds flat, that would work.
That's why it's a little bit high. Uh, so now I gotta take some insulin.
I got to throw a
That
whole bunch of cardboard away because I just put in some water heaters. So I got like I'm overrun with cardboard.
oh shit, thick
Right there.
cardboard. The fuck, dude, give me some of that thick cardboard, Stevie. Yes,
Yeah, I got thick cardboard for a water heater. It's thick.
I want some
Yeah,
of that. I want that.
Yeah, and they got more pictures if you want to scroll through.
is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they got more pictures of it, like with the pot in it to show you the size and stuff. And I don't know if you could contact these people and like buy a little bulk and get it for half price or something. I don't know. But it
that
says
way.
maximum temperature 120 Celsius, which is pretty hot. That's over boiling.
Yeah, it is.
That's that that should get hot enough.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have to buy one per person. We'd buy one per site, bud.
That
And
would be amazing, dude.
they got some other pictures where it shows the pot, so you kind of get the size of it, and it folds up to a bag. Even the bag, you could put stuff in
Well,
the bag.
here's the size.
Yeah. See those? Click on image to open expanded view on the bottom, right below the picture.
Right
Yeah,
there.
there's like a pot in
Oh
there. It's
yeah,
kind of big.
that's some nice shit, dude. I might get one to have in
Yeah,
case I go homeless.
that's like a deluxe version that'll last a long time. With the cardboard, what happens if it gets wet? Because they're
Well,
homeless and
that's the
That's why
things
reason
get
they're
wet.
so
that's why we're using foam board.
right,
Oh yeah, foam
and
board. Yeah.
and the fact that it's so inexpensive to make it. The idea is even if the cops were to fuck with them and they were to lose it, we could replace it without a big deal. Something like that.
Mm,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how but if we got them donated, we could give the encampment leaders those. Like I said, I like that.
Mm.
I wonder what would be involved in making something like that on your own. Probably. Well,
That's
of course you
probably
got.
Mylar again.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
Mylar.
why that's why they're $42.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll last longer and stuff, but
Yeah, it would.
they're they're quite a bit more expensive. And maybe we can find something like that.
Yeah.
That
Again, that's
someone
always an
sells.
idea.
Which
Oh.
pins? I have clear ones. Looking.
So yeah, I'll be assembling my first one
Might be next door now.
Monday, I think. Once I get the rest of the materials and stuff in. But if she brings the poster board, I can make up one of the first templates and then transfer that template to the thicker one that you got, Stevie, and keep that as a permanent one.
Mm-hmm.
There's no stuff in here now.
Yeah.
Trying to keep track
You know,
of it.
give me shit to
What's
do.
that? Now, how the hell did that get in there?
Is that the one you were looking for?
Yeah, somebody hid it in there. I never.
Yeah. No, they didn't hide it. It ran in there. It grew legs and jumped.
I don't put.
Man, I'm telling you,
Oh, little mini. Cool.
it's weird. It's
Where'd
weird
you
not
get
being
this
by
from?
myself.
Someone sent it.
Oh, cool.
I've been alone for quite a while. Ah, yeah. I got no choice. Not unless I take off the.
Staples.
It's like get like a
I
stab
thought I
going.
gave you the
And
quick fix.
do all three at once.
I thought I gave you all of them.
All right, I'll see if I have. I might
You may have thrown them out.
It hurt more.
Yeah, they would be in
It
there.
doesn't hurt now. I barely even feel it.
What is one side?
Yeah, it was a little square plastic container.
My ridge. Yep. Long, short, and heparin, right?
Yep, long, short, and different. All three.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
All righty. I will give it one thing. My sleeping hours have been regulating now that I have sun. I didn't think it would matter, but it does. Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
sun matters a lot. That's like when I travel around halfway around the world. It's like you don't get to sleep for 2 weeks. You don't know when. You don't know what's day, what's night. Takes your body a couple weeks.
It's weird, though. I was once I started the last couple of days going out and actually getting the sun. I'd come back. I'm exhausted when it gets around, and I passed out crying out loud. I woke up in the middle of the night. Before I would go all night long, and that's why I started doing the morning show. You know, the coffee at 5 a.m. because I couldn't
Uh-huh.
sleep. I'd be awake, wide awake.
Uh,
Now add a little bit of sun, whoop, away I go.
I've been on these flights. They're 17 hours, and you're flying across the Pacific, and then when you're just before you land, they're giving you like advice, and they're like, "Oh, to reduce jet lag, set your clock, set your watch to the local time." You guys don't
Hey,
understand jet lag, then. If you think that's gonna help, that doesn't do shit.
yeah, ain't gonna help. That don't do shit.
My
I
phone
don't.
automatically changes time, and I don't have a watch, so that does nothing.
Yeah, we flew from Ohio to New York, from New York to Hawaii, and then from Hawaii to Sydney, Australia.
Yeah,
That was
that'll
the
mess with
longest
you.
flight I've ever been on. That was like, what the fuck? It's
Yeah,
like Jesus
and and
Christ.
and like setting your watch isn't gonna help you at all to sleep at night and be awake in the day, which is what jet lag is. It's not like you just forgot what time it is. It's like your body's on a schedule with the light and days, and as soon as you turn that upside down, your body has to like adjust. So I have to laugh out loud every time they say that. To reduce jet lag, please set your watch to the local time. Yeah, right.
I don't. When I
I
went to
knew.
England, I got off the plane. I was wide awake for days. I couldn't for the life of me go to sleep.
Yeah.
Planes are fun. They were fun. I used, because you're in Pan Am, and there were several flights where we had the entire plane almost to ourselves. So we got to
Oh,
sit in
nice.
first class. We got to go all the way to the back, walk up the house. I enjoyed it a lot. And then there was the times we get on those fucking planes, Stevie. I don't know about what you fly first or whatever. But my dad one time got cabin, and it was like, what the fuck? We were in the middle row,
Did you find
surrounded
some?
by people. It's like a cattle convention. Just fucking bodies everywhere. Think to yourself, well, shit.
Yeah, I've got lots of crazy airline stories because
I bet you do.
yeah, I've been on so many flights that everything that could happen kind of did, except for crashing. We didn't ever did that, but everything else happened. Everything else, as far as the people and who you're surrounded and crazy shit, yeah, that's all happened
you
a
know,
couple times probably each.
I find that people on planes are completely batshit crazy.
Yeah, they
Really,
don't
I
know what to do, especially if
fucking
it's their first 14 or 17-hour flight. They don't know what to do,
no. I think it
and
fucks with their head, and then they start to hallucinate and say stupid shit. They get in, they get in
yeah,
fights and shit over nothing. And
yeah.
I remember this one idiot in front of me was getting into this huge fight, and I looked, and I was like, 16, and I asked him, I said, "What kind of stupid are you two motherfuckers? We're in a plane. It's not like you're on ground, dumbass. Can we possibly keep the fucking riot to a minimum?"
Yeah, I think the worst flight I was on, which I've taken a few times, and it's just the way they do it. But I went Philippine Airlines, right? And you like gotta land in Manila and stuff. And Philippines have to yell. It doesn't matter. Everyone's sleeping on the plane, and the guy's like, he's going to the bathroom, and then he's stretching his legs, and he starts talking to someone, and they have to yell at each other. It's like, shut the fuck up,
I know it's like
you
we
know?
can't hear you,
Shut up.
stupid fucker. You're 4 feet in
Just
front of me.
fucking. You could just talk to him, and I could sleep. Shut up. And it's
There
like,
you go.
hey.
Bam. Welcome in,
So I
brother.
get out. I get out my laser. I'm like, hey. And he looks at me, and I shine my laser in his eyes. Blind him, just a laser pointer thing. And he's like, oh, oh, oh. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I just did to your eyes? That's what you're doing to my ears. So shut the fuck up. I get a little cranky sometimes
Do you remember when he
on,
used to?
on, on airplanes.
They would divide half the plane smoking, the other half not.
Way back in the day. When I
It
was a
used to
kid, I remember that.
drove me crazy. I'm like, you're in a fucking tin can. Would you like to explain how it really fucking matters that this idiot across the other side of the plane smoking? It's drifted into my side.
Oh, it can drift across the aisle. That's
The-
separate seating.
I was on this flight, right? And this little Filipino lady, she was like tossing and turning, right? She's trying to sleep, and it's hard to sleep on an airplane. I give everybody that, but leave my fucking seat alone. That's not part of your thing, you know.
Did you see
That's
that
not my
idiot
part.
on TikTok
And and she was
trying to
like
tell
poking me.
everyone
She was
that
poking
they're
me
wearing?
in the back with her knees, right? Because she kept trying to squeeze, and she can't fit, and she's trying to squeeze, and her knees keep fucking poking me in the back. So I asked her, I'm like, please don't touch the seat. This is my seat. This is the one I paid for. You don't touch it. Just because you have a monitor on the back and a magazine holder doesn't mean anything. It's my seat. Don't. I'm asking her. And then she keeps doing it. And then, so I'm thinking, well, maybe she doesn't know English. So I call the flight attendant and they come by. And I'm like, can you tell her to stop, like, keep her feet and her knees off my chair, please? Because she's poking me in the back. And I was sound asleep till she started doing that. So can you tell her? And so and so they told her. And then, like 10 minutes later, here's her knee again, fucking poking me in the back. And so the seats are really thin. They're not like big cushy seats. They're little. It's like a sleeping bag or something thickness. It's like nothing. I could feel her knee. So then I elbowed her knee really hard, right? from my seat because it was poking me right there. And so I just elbowed her back. Bam! I just hit her knee. I just hit my own seat, you know. No big
Yeah,
deal.
you
Just
didn't hit her knee. You hit your seat. There was a lump in your seat. You were trying to get rid of the
yeah,
lump.
and she started fucking screaming, ah, oh my god. Oh shit, man. Everyone came running. What's wrong, lady? Oh, you hurt me. You hurt me. Like, no, I didn't. Fucking keep your knees out of my fucking seat, man. Yeah. I get grouchy on planes. I do. I mean, the only thing I need to do is sleep. And so I get a window
No
seat.
shit.
I get a window seat. I put on my fucking eye covers. I take fucking couple little over the counter sleeping pills, glass of wine, and I'll sleep fucking 10 hours, you know? Because
Nice.
it's already, by the time my plane leaves, it's already, by the time they feed you, it's like 4 in the morning, you know? I'm tired as hell. So I'll
Yeah, I
sleep,
don't
you know?
understand that shit. 4 in the morning to bring out the food. Shit.
Yeah, well, we take off at 1, but we're always late. So you take off at 1:30, 1:45, and you got to get to 10,000 feet. And then they start warming up the food. And then by the time they feed everyone on a 747, it's a couple hours. You know, by the time they feed you and pick up your plates, it's a couple hours. So by then it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when I lean my seat back and go to sleep. Usually wake up somewhere over Japan or something, you know. That's the way it's supposed to work. Yeah, not with knees in your back. And I have
Really?
earplugs. I have earplugs and an eye cover, so it's like, you know, I've covered most of my senses, almost half.
Yeah,
And I got
you
some
know,
fucking, I
knees in
got
the
some lady
back, a foot up your
kneeing me in
ass.
the back.
Those
Yeah,
tend to fucking make it hard to sleep.
yeah,
Hard to be comfortable. But the worst is the screamers. Come on, man. You're on a fucking plane. Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Could you get a grip? Just a fucking little grip. I'm sitting
And
there
you know,
and
they keep the lights on until everybody eats, and then they turn the lights off. You know, it's really dim in there. It's all, you know, it's not all the way dark, but it's really dim. It's like, okay, sleep time. You know, most people are trying to. Well, almost everybody's trying to sleep. But other people, it's their first time on a plane, or I don't know what, or they're trying to lay down in their seat, and you just can't do that. You just got to sleep sitting down. You know, you get a first class seat if you want to lay down.
Yeah, I was trying to say there was a TikTok user trying to tell everyone that they were wearing those little neck collar things backwards and that the opening is supposed to be to the back, not the front. The, what that thing sticking up behind your head? If you lean back, it's going to poke you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never had those work because there's already a pretty good cushion on up on top,
Right.
and I like my head leaning back a little bit. So I've never used one of those. The only thing they're good for is to keep your head from going side to side
Exactly.
and getting a stiff neck. You know, it just keeps your
And
head kind of upright.
maybe if you're a snorer, if you have that under your chin when you lean forward, it'll keep your mouth closed and then you won't snore.
Yeah, but when you're on a plane, you know, it's like
Exactly.
it's the sound, you know. So somebody snoring isn't gonna wake me up at all.
No, no.
You can snore as loud as you want. The engines are louder than that. But yeah, sometimes little kids, and then the parents will like pretend they're asleep, and little kids are running up and down the aisle and trying to run through, like where your knees are, climbing over the top of you and stuff. I don't like that either. But and then the parents, they're not asleep; they just pretend to be. It's mostly been on the Philippine Airlines where I've had those kind of problems. It doesn't happen on Japan Airlines, and it doesn't happen on China Airlines. So I switched airlines because I was getting frequent flyer miles on Philippine Airlines and thought, well, I'll get a free flight or I'll get upgrades. And I'm like, screw this airline. These people are whack. China Airlines is really good as far as people. Everybody does what they're supposed to. Maybe it's because it's not their first flight. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's a culture thing. I don't know. I got to my first time to Manila Airport. It was my first long flight ever. That was my first long one ever. And I get there, and I was smoking cigarettes, and so I'm like, "Where's the smoking room?" And they're like, "Oh, it's that restaurant." And in Manila Airport, you have to go into this one huge room. Everybody, that's their international thing. It's just one huge room. So we got there at like 4 or 5 in the morning, their time. And so the restaurant's not going to open up for like 5 hours, right? And so they had these like poster boards, and they had something standing up where I could go hide behind it. So I was over there smoking, and then security guard finds me over there smoking. He's like, "What are you doing smoking? You can't smoke here." I'm like, "Well, open the smoking room then. Let me in there." And he's like, "No, give me 200 pesos, which is like $4. So I give him $4 and he leaves, right? So I can smoke there. I give him $4. As soon as I do that, he comes back with 3 of his buddies, and they all want $4.
They all want $4.
Yeah, they all want $4 each. And I was like, "No, man, no. No, you can just arrest me. Then go ahead." And you know what else really, really bugs me is like when you go to the bathroom. You're already at the airport. You go into the bathroom, and there's some guy that, you just want to take a piss or something. There's some guy that wants to like give you a neck massage, and hand you the soap, and hand you a clean towel to dry your hands, and then you gotta tip him, right? It's like, no, I don't want any of that. I just want to take a piss and get back out of the bathroom.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't like that. I was like, no. But you gotta like swat their hands off you because they like try to give you a neck massage while you're trying to pee. And what's the what's the hardest thing to do when you're trying to pee is like concentrate a little bit, you just and some guy's rubbing you and you're like, what the hell? I can't pee now. Now you just wrecked my whole thing. You should pay me.
What does this say, Stevie? Please share butt
I've got so many stories about this stuff, man. Oh, wow.
Yeah, a lot of fancy restaurants are like that.
Yeah.
They have someone in the men's room, and they got 3 or 4 different aftershave type stuff you can slap on. Like, I don't need all that shit. No, thank you.
Yeah, you're like, I'm here to piss and go back and eat my dinner.
You want to hold my dick while I pee too?
And then they'll turn on the water for you, and they got the soap. But as soon as you take anything from them, then they want a tip, And I don't want to pay money to use the restroom. I'm already paying too much for my dinner.
That's right. I'm paying 3 times the price for this food. Why do I want to spend more?
So I'll just go in there, take a piss, and not even wash my hands because I don't want to deal with those guys. I mean, that's kind of bad to say, but I think my dick's probably the cleanest thing in that whole room.
And you probably ask your date, you have a little hand sanitizer in your purse?
Yeah. A little squirt of hand sanitizer. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that bugs the hell out of me. I don't know what they call them, concierge, but they're not a concierge. I'm not sure what you call them. They're bathroom something. I don't know. I don't like it at all. I hate it. It's like, oh yeah, the paper towels are so hard to find, and the soap is so hard to find. I need you to hand it to me. So I'm gonna have to give you $5.
Okay, bud.
And you gotta feel bad for them because they work in the bathroom, you know.
Earth the bud. Earth the bud.
You there, bud? Your voice is pretty quiet, KY. Like your volume's
Bud
down.
grower. Calling bud grower.
Mr. Bud.
Bud, are you sleeping or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Snap out of it.
Okay,
Wow.
we spent $73 this first time, but that's to buy them the rulers and the tape and the
Right.
aluminum foil and the. But
And Obi, that's him. The tinfoil should last quite a while, KY.
oh yeah,
That's a big ass roll.
that's a big ass roll of tinfoil. Exactly. I figured out if you, because they're 20 by 30 sheets, we could make them 10 by 10 by 10. Everything's 10 by 10 in the measurements. The squares, the triangles 10 by 10. If you cut 6 triangles and 3 squares out of each sheet.
Then we get 3 per sheet, right?
You get a diagram?
Like
there
that.
you go. I knew you had
Like
a diagram.
Okay. Any 3 squares, you can cut the 3 top squares, cut it all triangles, and then cut the bottom in 3 squares. It's same thing. It doesn't make a difference how you do it. Three, you cut it into 6 squares and cut 3 of them in half, so you get 6 triangles and 3 squares out of each sheet. So you need 2 squares and 4 triangles. So you need 2 triangles for every square. So out of 10 sheets, we would get.
That's enough for 1, 2. Well, that's 1 cooker. Just the left side of it would be 1 cooker because you need 2 angles and 2 straights.
Like I said, you need 4 triangles and 2 squares to make a cooker.
Yeah.
So by cutting them, you can
right.
cut this one.
So
you can cut this one into triangles. You can cut.
Yeah. So you get 1.5 cookers for every
per sheet.
Yeah.
So by 10 sheets, will give us 15 cookers.
Yeah.
Nice.
I agree with that.
And then all we need to buy is a foam board, and then we can get another 15 because we're gonna have plenty of tape and foil, and we don't need to buy the other stuff again.
And you know that I watched that video where the guy made them, and it looks great. The only part I kind of disagree with the way he did it was the adhesive that he used, because he used like wood glue, which I don't think that's going to stick to foil very well. You kind of need like a spray adhesive or a contact adhesive.
Well, Eileen's tacky glue for works good on aluminum foil. My wife uses it on foil all the time.
Okay.
But we don't need to glue it. What if they rip the foil? Then how are they going to replace it? It's glued. That means you got to throw the whole piece away.
I don't know. You could give them a little piece of that reflective, like duct tape, reflective stuff. I got rolls of that.
Okay,
they can repair it.
You put the foil over the foam board, and if they rip the foil, you rip off a piece of foil. Hey, here's a piece of aluminum foil. Replace it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's not going to degrade the heating if you put a little tear in it and then you squish it flat again. It's not going to hurt it any.
No.
Yeah, that won't hurt anything. That won't hurt anything at all. Or even if it had a little piece missing, it's not going to hurt anything.
Exactly.
No, and the whole idea is most of the food will be from us anyway. You can just open the can up and eat it out of the can to begin with. We thought we'd do something to allow them to
We were going to make them
Get all
smaller
that to their
because the poster board we originally looked up was smaller. But those aren't available right now, so that's where we're using these bigger ones.
And it worked out better.
And
You have
these
no
will
waste.
Yeah, that was
more sun.
amazing, Stevie.
These will reflect more sun and
He
heat
had showed
faster and
me
hotter.
and then turned around, went back, tried to order it, and the shit was already removed.
And of course, the prices had all changed and gone up too.
Oh, of course, it's a given. KY special jelly bent over. Oh my god!
Because the other poster board was 22 by 28, but those were no longer available. So we had to get the 20 by 30, which is this.
Bigger's better, anyways.
So the original ones were only 20 centimeters wide on the square.
Oh, that's like 10 inch. 20 centimeters. That's around 10 inches.
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing
2.5 centimeters per inch. That's 25 centimeters would be a foot. So
yeah, you're gonna need some pretty durable, like Gorilla Tape or something.
That's what we did. We got
Gorilla, we did, yeah.
Weatherproof outdoor tape.
Yeah.
It was $2 more than the other duct tape,
but it's the Gorilla. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's Gorilla. So
yeah, it's good stuff. Well, it's getting to be my bedtime, guys.
All right.
I hear you, brother. We've been on for 2 hours, over 2 hours. Yeah. You know, and I appreciate it. You know, it's like I said, I come in here to be able to talk to people. It's been good seeing you, Stevie.
Yeah, good talking with you and KY.
Yeah, I got your text the other day. I was happy to hear from you. And now it's like, you know, probably when I get off here, I'm just going to pass out. You get up around 5 or 6.
Like crawl in bed and
yeah, I don't have to crawl in bed.
You're already there.
I'm already just tilt back a little and go, fuck it.
Just be glad you also got some Filipino lady kneeing you in the back when you're trying to sleep.
There you go. Danny, thank you for coming in, brother. I'm all for that. I told Sapine I'm looking for a mail. If she had a sister, and the postage was right, I got a mail order bride.
Before you get a mail order bride, you got to watch 90 Day Fiance. At least one season of it. It'll change your mind so fast.
I'm kidding. I would never do a mail order bride. That's
90 days to what?
90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, that's just a nightmare.
It's guys that, well, they're different countries, but a lot of it's American guys that do a mail order bride thing, kind of, and then they get a K1 visa, and then they bring them over on a K1 visa, and they have 90 days to either marry him or they have to go back home, and then they can never do a K1 do the K1 visa on that same person again, kind of a thing. So there's all this pressure of you got 90 days to get married or she gets deported, and they're on their best behavior. They try to be for the 90 days, but I don't know. You got to watch the show.
Okay, I still can't understand the last word. 90 days to something.
Fiance. 90 days fiance.
Beyonce. Okay.
Oh,
Beyonce. Fiance like or Beyonce? With an F or B?
F.
Fiance. F. Okay. Being married to. Like married to. Mail or bride.
Yeah,
Look at that,
look up 90
Spiken.
Day Fiance. Watch
Good
some
to
of
have
that.
you in. Good to have you stop by, Spiken. It's good to see you. You know, I haven't been over to Discord in a while on 88 Keys, man. It's been, like I said, today's been a good day, though. And that's probably why I'm so tired. You know, because I got such a good workout. So,
Yeah, okay.
I
You find
did.
it?
Mm.
Yeah, they probably even have like clips and stuff. They can't show the full shows on like YouTube, but there's clips from it on YouTube. I don't know what. If you got a TV service, you could probably watch it free or Hulu. I'm not sure where it's at.
I think I'll probably end up passing on that.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it. I've seen them, and I've kind of lived that same thing, and it's distressing for me. But it lets you know like why you shouldn't do that for sure. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have
All
a good
righty.
night.
All right,
Take care.
Stevie. Thanks again for coming up, brother.
All right,
You
later.
take care.
All right, later.
Bye.
Yeah, you ready to go, bud?
Yeah, I'm starting to get tired, really. Like I said, I'm probably going to just pass out when I get off here.
I think I'll watch a
Swagging.
movie. I think I'll watch a movie.
Oh, there's no way in all flipping hell I'm going to be able to watch anything. I'm fighting to
And then I'll
stay
go to
awake
bed.
right now. Yeah. I'll probably end up getting up around 5. You know,
But
'cause
like I was
that's
saying, if you cut the foam board in half down the middle and take one of those and cut that into 6 triangles and cut the other one into 3 squares, you'll be able to make 15 heaters.
wow.
Doesn't matter which half of the board because they're 20 inches wide. If you make them 10 by 10, you cut it down the middle. You got 10 by 30, 2 10 by 30s, and then if you cut those boards into 3 squares each, you have 6 10 by 10 squares. And then if you cut 3 of those in half, you've got 6 triangles. You got 3 squares. That's 1.5 heaters out of each board. So 10 times 1.5 is 15. So there you go.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies Treats. Connect on a sweeter level.
Now we could shorten the length of the triangles to 9 inches and make the length of the width of the center square 12 inches. You know, it wouldn't make any difference.
Tom, I'm gonna buy my stuff.
And if you want to do that, we can do that. It would still end up the same, though.
I'd like to get a quote today.
True. Well, it's gonna be interesting, KY. And then I'll be able to go out and, like I said, and film it. I'll be able to go out and put the food in and see what it works. I've never.
If they want to be able to put a kettle,
Wow.
generally like a kettle is like a fry pan, a 10-inch fry pan is 10 inches. So that's why I was thinking maybe we want to reduce the bottom leg of the triangle to 9 inches and make the middle 12 inches.
I see what you're saying.
So that
But you
the middle flat portion will be 12 inches by 10 inches tall, and the triangle will be 10 inches by 9 inches. And that way you got 9 and 9 is 18, and 12 is 30. You're still getting three sections without any additional trimming or cutting.
There you go.
Oh, but you wouldn't. Yeah, see that way. If you do it that way, you wouldn't have. You wouldn't get 1.5 out of each because you're only getting two center sections. That's the only thing. Or you could just make a couple and stop at that.
Well, like I said, I'll make a handful of them so that once we do go out and pass them out of something, we're maybe like give them two. You know what I'm saying? That way, if one of them breaks, they have a backup to use, and then we can always, when we go back out again or whatever, pass out more if
Yeah,
we find
if
these
the
camp.
group, yeah, we can give them 2 or 3
Right.
for a
I
group.
mean, they're that inexpensive, and I mean that's why I was saying the one I like the one that Graham came up with. Those really cool as shit, but wouldn't everything else, dude? No, it's and that one
Yeah, and
that
wood screws, and there's uh, other parts under. There's the retainers for the wood screws underneath those wood screws. And if you were making one, that would be fine. But
yeah,
yeah,
and then the one Stevie Mao has, I like that. I do. And it would really be cool if we can talk them into like donating 10 and then we could pass those out. But I mean, say 42 is a little bit much. I like the idea though. Why? Put a pot in there and it would heat up the pot to boiling, which would take care of, whatever. It would be really cool. But the whole idea, though, honestly, is it's limited during the day no matter what. And then it's limited by, of course, the temperature. So I'm like I like the ones that we're working on right now. Plus, it gives me something to do. Said, you know, twirling my thumbs. Oh. So like I was telling you, we've got a lead on a car. Redeem's checking it out. He sent the email. So the goal that we're shooting for now, of course, would be around 1,500. You should hear about it in the next couple of days. That would be tremendous. And KY, because we were looking at, like I said, the last thing I found was thousands. That was just whoa. Because this whole entire day with all these cars
is it
now
a
is because
friend of Josh's then?
yeah, Josh found a friend, and we're checking it out right now. It honestly, KY, it's the first exciting piece of news. I was getting pretty depressed about it. This is fucking. I didn't see anywhere in God's green acre we're gonna come up with $3,000 to $4,000 for a fucking car, if you know what I mean. You know, and what was that he was saying? Miscellaneous. Hold on. I gotta check something out. I just got a message.
Yeah, and
Something
if
about,
someone's going to take it for a test drive, take it for at least 10 miles away, because that way the transmission will have time to warm up, and if it's slipping, it'll take at least 10 miles, and then you're driving back 10 miles before the transmission will start slipping.
right. And quite frankly, KY, if we can come up with $1,000, we could do it tomorrow because I think Reading gets his pay, and we don't quite need. He could come up with the 500, and we could still pay our rent and shit, and we could work on getting a car. It's like I said, it's pretty exciting because most of the cars that we have found, and I'm not kidding you, have been insanely expensive. They're But then that's what we heard, wasn't it? That the cars were more expensive because of
They're more
COVID.
expensive because there are no new cars. The Chinese are withholding the computer chips on the new cars. So, of course, the price of used cars, good used cars, low mile used cars, has doubled and tripled.
Yeah. So, like I said, coming up with around 1,000 right now, and we can between the little extra because I don't get that much with my checks, but we could probably pull this off, and then. Well, I know a lot of people out there, but this would take a lot of undue stress off of me because the only thing we use our car for is for like taking me to the doctors, which I don't need to do at this point. When I get out of here, I still probably won't have to go to too many doctors because I will have been healed enough to where I don't need to go like to an infectious disease doctor. I don't need to go. It would be a general practitioner to get the medicine I needed for like the insulin stuff. Would be the only place I would have to go. Whereas Iridium would get money and he would be able to. I mean, he would be able to drive the car to and from work, which is like I said, he's been picking up the slack for me. So, and also when I get out of here, I'll start working. Like trying to get a home based job. Well, I'm hoping to get a home based job before I leave here. Part time home base. I'm not giving up hope on that. I mean, I put out quite a few different applications for and the requirements are basically appointment setters, customer service. I haven't done appointment setting, but I have done customer service
That's
before.
real simple.
Yeah, I mean, it probably is, but for
You
some
click on the calendar and you say, these are what slots are open. This is what's available. Which day would you like time? What early mornings, late mornings, early afternoons, late afternoons? What would you like? Just that simple.
that's what I'm hoping for. And like I said, I don't need a full time at this point. All I need is a part time because I disability just isn't quite enough to pay my rent and storage and give me food. And for some odd reason, they're only giving me I think it was $83 and some odd cents for food for the month. So it's been nice
That
being
might have been
here.
fine in 1990, but not now.
I know. I'm like, damn. Whatever. It's like but like I said, everyone's going through tough times. Except, it'd be nice to be able to do something on my own. But until I get out of here and
And
there'll
if you
be
take a 2,000 calorie diet for the average man, I mean, unless you're just buying bags of sugar, you aren't going to get much for $80.
no, especially with the prices going up now.
Yeah.
I mean, Reem was telling me that eggs in this area are almost $6 a carton. I'm like, what? So he went out and he made the egg salad sandwiches for me and brought them in. I was like, damn, some serious ass cost on eggs. Nothing like Canada though. Holy shit. What Ginger goes through is a fucking nightmare. I'd have to shoot myself, her and Bell. Damn. Which, is. Uh,
Well, let's shoot for 2.5. We can quit 2.5.
that would work. 8 more minutes. You know. I'm I'm starting to get tired, so that would be probably
That's
good.
what I figured. That's what I
I've
figured.
been drawing it, dragging my ass trying to. It is what it is. Like I said, I'd love to stay out here and keep going, but tomorrow I got a busy day. I'll get together with you during the day for that stuff we were talking about and have that fixed.
You're robotic. I can't understand you. What?
Tomorrow I'll get together with you with that information I need. We'll sit backstage and you'll fill out all that crap.
Yeah.
Then I can start in on that. But I'm excited. Why? I said I've sent some emails out to Walmart and stuff. Hopefully they will respond. It would be nice if they gave us one of their cards. I mean, they can give us up to 15,000.
They'll probably want a letter. They'll probably want a letter on V for Vet stationery, and I can do that.
which I will direct, and because
Just
I'll be
forward the
directing
email.
them to
You get a response, and they want something in return on letterhead stationery. Just forward the email to me, and I can create a
well,
letter.
I'll be forwarding it to you anyway if they accept,
Right,
because
right,
you're the treasurer, so it really, that's where that shit needs to go to begin with, that way, and then we can get the food and start. You can use the send me one of the cards, and then I can go with our what's the name, go to Walmart, pick up the fucking shit, put it in the storage. And I told you what's going to be required for that. I'm going to have to get plastic bins, regardless if they're canned foods or not. They have to be put into plastic containers.
right.
You're not allowed to, which I don't even under fucking stand. But the
Because
minute,
should they pop, should the canned food pop, they don't want the mess all in the storage unit.
no, they don't. So the manager told me he would work with me, not even to. He's a vet, and he said just call him up, and he would meet with me, and as long as I did that, then it would be all good. And because the next step would be to transfer what we're going to transfer into the boxes to go with the cards that you've made up. And then of course, like I said, I'm busting my ass trying to find anybody that has a truck. I have got no response from either of those two ladies. I don't. For all I know, they never ended up getting the trucks to begin with. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Now
it
it could
doesn't
be that
matter.
lady. It could be that's what that lady was trying to call you. I'm supposed to call you.
That's
Maybe.
you know what, KY. I swear to God, that's exactly your ears must be. That's what I thought. The name sounded familiar, and I'm like, I don't know who this person was, but
Maybe she was
like,
the wife of the vet that you met.
right. That's the other thing. I need to start taking notes about everyone I talk to,
And
because it's a lot of
why you talk to them.
right. Because it's a lot of people I talk to, and
Talked
I
to
don't fucking.
Helen today, and said she might have a vehicle available. Okay, fine. Now you whatever.
I've also looked. And let's get one donated to us. One of those gutted out food trucks. Again,
A step van.
well, yeah, but I mean, they could put their name and shit on there to advertise, and we'd only be using that like every other Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Unless, until we got big enough, we could use it every week, every Sunday. Take the van out and feed the homeless. That would just be remarkable. We really don't need that way the mileage would stay
That's
down.
why I said you should contact dealerships in the area
Which I will do.
and
I'm
about a step van type vehicle, a small one. Doesn't have to be a large, the same size as a pickup truck.
no. It would be awesome though if we could get a food truck
Oh,
we could prepare the
okay, but
food. But
a dealership's
right,
not going to have food trucks sitting around the
no,
lot.
no. It's just there are a lot of those out there. Believe it or not,
Yeah, yeah,
I found a few of them. But see, the ones that they're advertising on the places I've been looking are fixed up food trucks.
right.
We don't need a fixed up one.
Nope,
We'll go
no,
out
we
and
don't need a
fix it up.
fixed up one.
We'll fix it up our fucking selves, if it's for a lesser price. Clean up the ovens and shit, and just be able to cook the food or whatever and assemble it like that. But in the meanwhile, you're right. If we can get a small step van donated to us to go around and feed the homeless and advertise for the people that gave it to us, that would work out too. We just, prepare whatever, food we were going to do and take it with us when we went out, and maybe get a small generator or something to keep the food hot or heat it up when we pass. I don't know. We figure something out. But beggars can't be choosers, and it's about feeding the homeless, really. Not about, we just have to get the tables, I think. All of which you want to check with the ordinance and stuff to make sure they don't need fucking wheels on them and shit. How retarded is that? That she got in trouble for not having wheels on those chairs, KY. That's okay. Petty shit. Yes. Yeah. You know, I just spent
Yeah, because
what
two people couldn't pick up a table and move it. It's got to have wheels.
exactly. It's got to have fucking wheels. It's got to roll because it's how they roll here in Colorado. But I think hers was in Arizona, wasn't it?
That was in Denver,
Ah, okay.
Colorado.
So I mean, it's not just limited to California having fucked up retarded regulations. It seems to be widespread. And then who was it that came up with the felony now to pop a tent on a government park? That was Arizona, wasn't it?
No, that was Tennessee.
Tennessee. Jesus. Okay. Felony.
Yes, it's a felony to camp on public state parks.
A felony. Jesus. Now, well, KY, we have reached to the 2:30
There
mark.
you go. So,
Still
everyone,
have
we
eight.
thank you for coming in and supporting us. And
Yeah,
it's
it's a
getting
shame.
better. And we're seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. It's still a ways away, but we can see the light.
Right. Like I said, anyone out there, we have now found an actual vehicle that's within reasonable. We, like I said, we're just trying to raise around anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. Anything would help, and I would have the car I need to replace the one that exploded. As for the other stuff, we will be filming and showing the little portable cookers. These things are going to allow anyone that wants out there watching the show. Of course, you can make your own. But as we have learned, check all your laws and your regulations about feeding the homeless and what you can and cannot do before you go out and do it. The last thing you need is to be arrested or ticketed a large fine for trying to help out. This way, stay safe when you're doing it too. Anytime you deal with homeless people, some of them have conditions, and they could be quite dangerous work. We've learned a lot of our lessons have been from just going out and doing it, and being ridiculous and
By
having that some of
experience, we
them.
learned.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for coming in. You guys are great. It was
Stay
good
safe. Be
seeing you.
well. Till next time.
Till next time, and for Bud and KY, this is Bud saying Bud out.
KY out. Good night.